All right, guys. Now we will be covering continue to cover chapter 5, but this time is section 5.5. In section 5.5, it's not any new information. What it is instead of uh, you know, just dealing with you just factoring out the GCF, or instead of just dealing with grouping or trial and error and square root method. There's that method as well. Colombian method, AC, which is the same thing as change to grouping. Um, uh, whether it's the difference of square or a perfect square trinomial. When you have to use multiple methods, you would just give it an expression and you have to figure out which method or how you're going to address it to in order for you to factor it. So, for example, if we have this expression 25x squared um y well, I'm sorry, 25x cubed, let's write it as x cubed instead. X cubed y cubed plus 15 x to the fifth power y to the sixth power minus 5x squared and y squared. So the first question you always ask yourself is there a GCF? Well, in this case, if you look, 25, 15, 5, well, yeah, it says there's a GCF in terms of the numbers. What about the variable? Well, everything has x and y, x and y, x and y to a certain level of degree in terms of the exponent. So the one number, everything could be divided evenly here in terms of GCF, it would be 5. So we're going to have to start by pulling out a 5. What about the variable? Remember, your GCF is the variable that has the lowest exponent. And looking at this, I can tell x squared and y squared are the lowest exponent variable, because then you have x to the fifth power, y to the sixth power. Those are not the lowest. The lowest is the squared. So you would pull out the x squared, you would pull out the y squared, and then you would open your parentheses, uh, and then 25 divided by 5, that would be 5. I'm sorry, x cubed divided by x squared, that would be just x, right? Because when you divide exponent, you subtract. So 3 minus 2, so just x, right? And then y cubed minus y squared, that would just be y, right? And then your plus sign. 15 divided by 5, that would be what? 3, right? X to the fifth power divided by x squared, that would be what? X cubed, right? Y to the sixth power divided by y squared, that would be y to the fourth power, right? And then your minus sign. Well, guess what, guys? We actually factored everything from back here out. So this is not there anymore. So there would have to be a 1 to replace it, because if you do 5, I'm sorry, a negative 5 divided by a positive 5 would be a negative 1. That's what we have here. And once you do a x squared divided by x squared, it's gone, right? Y squared divided by y squared is gone. So technically, it's saying this: x divided by x. Cancel, cancel. So it's gone. Same thing for the y, because that's what x squared is, right? Okay, they both x squared, and y squared would mean y times y over y squared, which is y times y. Cancel and cancel. So when they both cancel, that's why then this is cancel. You only have this 1 here with the negative, because that's negative 5 divided by 5. And so the next thing you would ask yourself after you pull out the GCF you can ask yourself, what can I do with that? What else can I do with that? What other method can I use to do anything with that? And you're going to look and notice there's nothing else you could do with this. Okay? There's no method you can apply to that, and you would be done. So basically, all you would be doing is factoring out the GCF from that, and you would be done. Okay?